Hello, my friend. So happy New Year. I'm traveling with my husband right now. So I'm recording this from our presidential suite here in New Orleans and just having an amazing time. But I wanted to touch base about the new intention for the new year for you. 2024 needs to be the year that you step into main character energy. And what does that mean? Because you hear and see a lot about it on TikTok and probably here on YouTube, Instagram, wherever. Here's what main character means. Imagine a movie or a show. And I'm going to ask you this. Have you been playing the supporting role in someone else's life? It could be a spouse. It could be your kids. It could be your friends. Because I've done it before too. I'm always there and make people more important in my life. And then I play a supporting role and not the main character in my own life. Well, we're not doing that anymore. Main character means that you're the main character in your movie, in your book, in your story. That doesn't mean we take other people for granted. That means we prioritize what is good for us. You start making yourself a priority in every regard. At an energetic level, first and foremost. That means you validate yourself, you approve of yourself, you love yourself at an energetic level. And you're not waiting for other people to validate you or approve of you. You don't abandon yourself to please other people. Typically, people pleasers tend to abandon themselves. Why? Because we want to make other people happy, because we're seeking that approval. We're coming from a place of lack or neediness. We're not doing that. Main character energy means you give all of that to yourself first. And here's why this is critical. Because when you give it to yourself, when you come from a place of being full and you play the main character in your story and you prioritize yourself and you raise your standards, the universe will mirror that back to you. You get what you tolerate. So right now, make an energetic decision that you will drop and that you are dropping. And I want you to declare it verbally with your mouth and say it. I now choose to drop the beliefs, the habits, the patterns that created the current circumstances of my life, whether in a relationship, whether in money and career. I drop and dissolve those beliefs. Right now, I remove them. I'm no longer that person. I make myself a priority. I choose myself and I put myself first. Because when you put yourself first, then you're able to give to others and be there for others. Really, I know it sounds almost counterintuitive, but when you're self-full, then you're able to give to others from a healthy place. You're not a doormat, you're not a people pleaser, and you're not needing other people to approve of you. This is main character energy. So drop and dissolve those habits, beliefs, ideas, and you step into main character energy. And it's a practice. You do it every day. You put yourself first. You prioritize yourself. And most importantly, you love yourself. You accept yourself at an energetic level. Knowing that you're human, knowing that you're on this journey, this life school, constantly evolving. And it's an everyday thing, really getting to know yourself, your likes, your dislikes, where you want to be, where you don't. And it also means releasing people, whether it's friendships, even family, sometimes love relationships. Only you can answer that for yourself, where you know you're not being treated to the level that you deserve. Because when you work on yourself first and you validate yourself, I promise you, the world will mirror that back to you. Life is a mirror. We attract and we align with to the things, to the level that we believe we're worthy of. Does that make sense to you? So if we don't believe we're worthy of being treated in a high regard, of being respected, of being valued, the world will mirror that back to us. So everything starts with you first and foremost. And this is a year that you will transform your life. You will work on yourself in every capacity. And it's all related. It's all holistic, because when you energetically improve your self-concept, you raise your standards, you treat yourself better, people start to treat you better in every area, at work, in your love relationships, in your dating. and you just have high standards, and you treat yourself better. You take better care of yourself. You don't mistreat yourself. You don't self-destruct, meaning you don't do things that aren't healthy for your mind or your body or your soul, right? You make yourself a priority. Everything is energy. So make a vow to yourself that you're stepping into that energy, main character energy. Because from that place, your standards will improve and you will attract better. And I talk about this also on TikTok. I'm constantly posting videos on there. In the description, you'll see a link for there, on Instagram as well. And you can follow me. I constantly have advice. And I now released my Manifestation Mastermind. And it really is a comprehensive guide. It's my blueprint for transforming your life. And I applied all these techniques. This is how I changed my life. I was a chronic people pleaser, I'm telling you, because I was constantly looking for love and approval outside myself. And not just in love, but also in friendships. I realized that I didn't just need to revamp this in my love life, but also in my friendships, because I always made my friends more important. I was looking for them to validate me or approve of me or tell me that I was okay. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're whole and you are complete. And the only moment that exists is the present. So if you keep looking backwards and staying in that energetic state of complaining, of acting like a victim, you're in a constant loop of victim mentality where you will align with people who will victimize you. That's not who you are anymore. Take your power back. Take your control of your own life back. That means that you don't victimize yourself. You choose to empower yourself and see yourself differently and see yourself as the person who decides who they are. Because the most powerful thing you can do is decide who you are. Raise your self-concept and create the most ideal version of yourself. And I'm going to tell you this, other people's opinions are just that, opinions. You don't have to align with them. You don't have to identify with them. And you don't have to accept them. When someone says something, let it roll off your back. What do you care? They don't know what's right for you. They're a human in this life school too. And everyone is on their own spiritual journey through their own spiritual awakening. And if you're here listening to my video, it's because you're going through a spiritual awakening. And people may not always understand. And it's not your job to explain or to justify or to validate. We're not doing that anymore. We're letting people have their opinions. And just because someone throws you a ball doesn't mean you have to accept it. You get to decide what is true for you, what is real for you, and what makes sense for you. And you will harmonize with whatever you believe. First and foremost, you get to tell yourself who you are, that you're worthy, that you're loved, that you're important, that you're valued, that you are worthy of having and living the most extraordinary life. I'm telling you, you get to decide. And every day, step into those shoes, the main character of your life. And things that don't matter, don't give them your time, your energy, or your attention. The most important resources you have are your time and your energy and your attention. Remove it. Starve the monster of things that don't feed your soul or your mind or are not helping you to become the best version of yourself. Because 2024 is main character energy. Step into that version right now.